Dear students, in this session, I am going to explain about the circulating pathways. There are two patterns of circulating pathways. Those are, first one is the open type of circulating system. Second one is closed type of circulating system. So in the open type of circulating system, the blood flows from the heart into large open spaces called sinuses. From sinuses, hemolymph collected into the heart. Here, the heart distributes the blood to various body parts. Examples are leeches, arthropods, mollusks, and echinodermids. Next one, closed type of circulating system. So in this type, the blood flows from the heart into blood vessels such as arteries and veins. So these blood vessels are leads into small blood vessels are called capillaries. Examples, annelids, cephalopods, and vertebrates. So, in the open type of circulating system, there is no involvement of blood vessels for circulating system. So here, blood vessels are involved in the closed type of circulating system. Next one, we are going to discuss about the plan of circulating system in vertebrates. So here, fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals, these are all vertebrates. So fishes have two-chambered heart. Upper chamber is called atrium, lower chamber is called ventricle. So in this heart, deoxygenated blood flow into gills. Hence, this heart is called a branchial heart. Fish's heart consists of two chambers. Upper chamber is called atrium, lower chamber is called ventricle. So, heart circulating the deoxygenated blood to the gills for oxidation. So here, deoxygenated blood purify in the gills, hence it is called a branchial heart. So oxygenated blood which are present in the gills, so this oxygenated blood transport to the various parts of the body. In amphibians, three chambers of heart is present. So here, upper two chambers are called atria and lower one chamber is called ventricle. So here, left atrium consists of oxygenated blood, right atrium consists of deoxygenated blood. So here, oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood both are joined in the ventricle. Hence, there is mixed blood transport in the circulating system in amphibians. So next one, reptiles. So reptiles consist of incomplete four-chambered heart except crocodiles. So in crocodiles, there are completed four-chambered heart present. So here, all reptiles consist of incompleted four-chambered heart. So here, two upper chambers are divided separately, but lower ventricles are partially divided. Hence it is called incompleted four-chambered heart. So amphibians and reptiles exhibit incompleted double circulation. Amphibians, reptiles, heart exhibit incompleted double circulation. So next one, birds. So birds heart consists completed four-chambered heart, as well as mammals heart consisted four completed divided four chambers. So here birds and mammals exhibit double circulation. Fishes exhibit single circulation. Amphibians and reptiles exhibit incompleted double circulation. So birds and mammals exhibit complete double circulation. So let us discuss about the double circulation in human beings. So here we can observe the picture. So here this is the heart, these are the lungs, these are the various body parts. So here there are two circulation systems are present in the human being. So first one is the pulmonary circulation, second one is the systemic circulation. In pulmonary circulation, pulmonary artery receives the deoxygenated blood from right ventricle to the lungs. So here the deoxygenated blood purified in lungs, and pulmonary veins are carried oxygenated blood from lungs to the left atrium. So here this circulation process is called pulmonary circulation. So here the circulation of blood from heart to lungs and lungs to heart is called pulmonary circulation. So next one, systemic circulation. So in this process, oxygenated blood carried by the systemic arch from left ventricle to various body parts and provide nutrients, oxygen, and collect the wastages, carbon dioxide from body parts through the vena cava, and it leads into the right atrium. So this process is called systemic circulation. Here the circulation between the heart and body parts is called systemic circulation. The circulation between the heart and lungs is called pulmonary circulation.